I'm Ann Wallen. I direct the office, and I am joined by Professor Phil Drake, who is the faculty fellow. Hi,
Hello,
Phil.
how are you doing?
All right, today is on resumes and CVs. So to start off, what is a CV?
Yes, a CV is it's curriculum vitae. That is Latin for the course of life, and so it's a little more comprehensive than a typical resume. Most commonly, you'll be using those in academia, but CV is also a general term for resumes in other countries as well. We recommend keeping an exhaustive CV with all materials, which you can then draw from and tailor for specific purposes. Oftentimes, different positions will ask for different types of skills and experiences to be foregrounded. So a CV is a good resource for developing those.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the difference then between a CV and a resume?
Well, I already said that a CV is a little more long and extensive than a resume. A resume is more like a snapshot. With a resume, typically for college students, you want to keep that at 1 page, whereas CVs can be a little bit longer. The purpose for having a one-page resume is that it allows employers to find the information very quickly and provide a brief synopsis of that information.
Another one is that it doesn't include categories that are also becoming less common in work resumes, like summary or objective. We really usually don't see those on CVs.
What should students include?
Well, the basics, you obviously want to start with contact information, and then the first heading for a CV is education. Sometimes resumes will put that at the bottom, but for CVs, you want that front and center. It will also include in that first section your majors, minors, possibly your GPA, the title of your thesis if you have a thesis project, any certificates, as well as membership in academic programs like the University Honors Program or the McNair Scholars Program. There are a lot of categories and different tips available resources through the Career Center. So we don't want to rehash everything they've done. They've got great materials there, both on resumes and then specifically on curriculum vitae. This is a list of their subject headings. Sections that we often see include honors and awards, and those will often be close to the top. Research experiences, leadership roles, campus or community service, international experiences, including study abroad or language experience, conference attendance, and especially conference presentations or performances, as well as any publications you have, internships, and work experiences. The work experiences are important to show how you're spending all of your time. Okay, so what should a CV look like? What is the style for a CV?
So after education, the order of different sections for your fellowship CV will depend on what you want to highlight to show your fit for the particular award. Use reverse chronological order, keeping to your most recent activities first, your most recent activities going first, and then move backwards from there. And then finally, stick to a standard font in a readable size, and don't sacrifice substance for style. And as you can see from this slide, this is really useful information, that making sure things are clear, concise, and clean, and
Yes.
easily accessible.
Yeah, it is good to have white space on CVs. Since you're not limited to a page, it's fine to make sure there's space.
So is there anything else that potential applicants should remember when putting together CVs and resumes?
For sure. One of the most important ones is to think about the audience and explain KU specific organizations. So something like the CCO means a lot at KU, but people at other organizations aren't going to have any idea what that means. So you want to spell out acronyms and also explain what they mean. You should also always use a professional email address. Most fellowships have moved to pretty much online processes. So if they want to contact you, it will be usually by email. And you don't want that email address to be your random KU generated A123W456. And you also don't want it to be hotjhawk37 at hotmail.com. So make sure you're using an alias for your KU address or using another professional sounding email address. Throughout your CV, you should always be specific, but don't exaggerate. Remember that fellowships are looking for authenticity. And just again, as we said at the beginning, keep a running exhaustive CV where you just have a file that has everything you've done, so you don't forget anything when the time comes to tailor your CV for a specific award. And you can draw on whatever is most relevant for that particular fellowship. All right, well, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.